Hi, so today I'm going to be talking about a system that I use that helps me to stick to my nutrition plan, to not overeat, to feel energized throughout the day. Now, I have gone through so many different phases in my fitness journey, in my health journey, tried out so many different plans, and I have struggled with eating disorders in the past. And trying to find a system, it has been a journey, but I have come to one that has really started to work for me and my hormones as well. I'm going to be sharing some general tips today about just about helping your appetite, helping your blood sugar to stay regulated, controlling your cravings and your energy levels. So let's go ahead and get started. Tip number 1 is fasting. I have talked about fasting several times in this channel, but I am such a huge advocate for it because when you fast, your body burns up all of the glucose that comes from sugar, that comes from food, and it shifts into a fasted state, where in that fasted state you are burning fat, and so many different chemical changes occur in the body. Your insulin levels become, your insulin tolerance becomes so much more sensitive, which means you're not going to have so many cravings. And when you do eat, it's going to feel so much more fulfilling. It's so much healthier for you. It's going to be better for your energy levels. In addition, your dopamine levels calm down. You're detoxing your body. So that's always a good thing. You want to be sensitive to pleasure. In addition to the physical level, to your appetite, to your digestive system, your metabolism, there are so many mental benefits about fasting. I believe we are designed to fast because we've been doing it since ancient times, and it's always helped people to gain clarity, to get more in depth spiritually. It has such a purpose. If you can take the time to fast, you're allowing your body to easily go after stored energy that will never get used. Otherwise, your body has a harder time burning fat if there's constantly food in your system. So being a woman, I do vary my fast. They're shorter on the days where my hormones are higher, and they're longer on the days where the hormones are low. But regardless, I give my body the chance to digest everything that's inside it and to detox, to just take a break from working. And then when I start to eat again, it's a clean slate. It feels so good. So fasting is a shortcut. It's honestly one of the fastest ways to regulate your appetite, regulate your metabolism, and to feel energized. Okay, tip number 2 that helps me to stick to my diet plan is to track all of my meals in advance when possible. So on the weekdays, this is a lot more doable. On the weekends is when I usually have more outings and I'm a little bit more loose with it. But personally, I do like to track my calories, and this just helps me to stay on track. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the way it works is when I'm eating my first meal, I'll log that meal, and then I'll usually log lunch or some snacks, and then have my dinner planned out so that the rest of the day I kind of just know, okay, I have something to work toward, and I'm more willing to stick to it. I'm not going to snack as much because I know I already have my snacks planned out in advance. And it doesn't have to be stuck to perfectly. Some days I'll only have dinner planned out and leave a gap of calories for whatever I want to eat. It just depends, but just having some sort of structure, it gives my body, and it just helps me mentally to prepare and to go with that schedule. So it's easier to stop eating in between meals because I know that, well, there's a treat coming. It's kind of like an incentive, in fact, to give high quality work, to have a good workout. Especially at the end of every workout, I will purchase one of my favorite protein bars, and that will be a reward for such a good workout. And if you could earn your rewards, if you could earn your treats, they're so much more fulfilling. If you could find ways to fit them into your schedule to be a reward. Maybe it's a reward for having a good study or work session. Maybe it's a reward for your workouts. I love planning rewards in advance. It gives me incentive to work harder, and this includes fasting. I like to plan out how I'm gonna break my fast. What do I have to look forward to? And this creates such fruitful days. Tip number 3 is a 20-minute timer. So there's that rule that after about 20 minutes of eating, your stomach communicates to your brain that you're full. So usually after eating, especially if it's the weekend and I'm more relaxed, but I still want to stay on track, I will be intentional about how much I'm gonna eat. And then once I'm done eating, I'll set this 20-minute timer. And this 20-minute timer will allow it, I will willingly feel uncomfortable for 20 minutes. I understand that, okay, I might feel a little bit of cravings, I might want seconds for these 20 minutes, but I'm gonna wait till the timer is up. And if the timer is up and I'm still hungry, I'll eat again. But if not, then good. And 90% of the time, when that 20-minute timer is up, my appetite's already done with. It works all the time. It helps me to reach fullness much faster, and it's intentionally choosing discomfort for just a short amount of time, but that helps me to get back on track and to prevent me from overeating. During those 20 minutes, I will drink some tea to lower my blood sugar. I'll clean the dishes, I'll go walk around, do something productive, but it kind of switches me from eating mode to productivity, to focusing, and it works so well. So those are my top 3 tips that I like to use. Number 1, fasting to allow the blood sugar to lower, using a 20-minute timer, and simply being intentional about what I eat. Planning meals in advance, planning out snacks as rewards to use them as incentive to work harder. It makes it flawless. It makes it so easy to stick to my eating plans, to not overeat. I can choose any caloric limit, whether I'm in a surplus or deficit, and it comes so much easier this way. And on a final note, I just want to mention, because I have had struggles in the past with my relationship to food, is never be a perfectionist in the process. There are going to be days when stress, unexpected events take over, and that's perfectly fine. You roll with these events. You just go with it. If something is thrown off, then adapt and make it work. If you overdid it, it's okay. You just listen to your body, eat healthy, do what feels right in the moment, and you just get back on track the next day. There's no need to beat yourself over it. And on the weekends, I would recommend, if you're following something like this, just let loose a little bit. Have fun, eat some of the foods you normally wouldn't eat. Just let yourself be a human being. Have fun in the process. The more that you can enjoy it and the more ease that you can create, the better the experience. Thank you for watching, and I hope these tips help you and your wellness journey. I will see you guys next time.